freaking mecha, everyone! A freaking mecha! I knew it! I called it! I was like, it's gonna be a mecha! I was called it! I was like, she's gonna come in a big mecha, right? I freaking called it, guys. I freaking called it. I was like, oh, it's gonna come in a massive mecha. It's gonna be beautiful. And yeah, I was right. And obviously, last episode was like 10 billion times better than episode 2, 3, and 4 together, right? Yeah, episode 5, just everything happened. We had a werewolf, we had, you know, Siesta kicking me in the face, we had a shotgun thing, we had her using some strategies, right? We had a freaking mecha, we had some bit goose stuff going on, we had some RC stuff going on, and then it's even called bit goose. It's kind of weird, very L0. But yeah, you know, some love interest, love rival, I guess, evil, hell, you know, take a boyfriend, everything, right? Like, so much happened last episode, and if this was episode 2, this anime would be so more popular. This anime would be so much more popular, of course, if this last week was episode 2, this is episode 3, right? Yeah, it's following Siesta, this other woman, right? So yeah, the whole it's so uninteresting, and it's not as, you know, how say it, crazy or stuff happening. Well, whatever. Let's for the episode. So 3, 2, 1, and go. There we go. Mecha arrives. She's like, my assistants, I have to save you. And I guess he will die here. It does feel like he will die in this arc though. Yeah, it does feel like he's gonna die though. So a little bit like, yeah. What you grumbling about now, girl? But it's very clear. It's very, very clear. If this was the episode 2 and 3, I mean, the anime would be so much more popular. Episode 1 is still the best episode, of course, but yeah, last week, I mean, you see how much more happened, right? The werewolf stuff, Siesta having good strategy. I mean, the whole idol thing. The new girl isn't interesting either. Like, she has not much personality, she doesn't need to do anything, right? She didn't like help out with the actual case. He was the one. So it's not like a good, you know. And obviously the dynamic between him and the new heart girl and Siesta is way more boring. It's simply said, yeah, like she's not as fun as all as Siesta. So it's a weird anime, definitely. Of course, if it was an order and this episode would happen first and then she died, and you will see the new girl, you would probably be disappointed in when she appears there, of course, but I don't know, then I think a lot of people probably quit anime after episode 2, right? So if this werewolf story and so on actually happened immediately, I think more people would be hooked on the anime, and then of course they would, you know, keep watching it when the kind of the weaker arc happens. Probably for that matter anyway. But certainly though, like this episode was really good, and hopefully this episode here keeps the momentum going. Yeah, the momentum going is a good word for it. Yeah, the momentum. But here we go. A crimson devil and an icy woman. Mecha Siesta! How did you get the mecha though? Who knows, but it's badass. How do you get the things? Like, I have it in my pocket. It's one of my magical items. No, I was in the street. What? I found it outside. Yeah, it's just a mecha, you know, standing outside here. It's true! Like, it doesn't make any sense. Well, if it's the actual storyline, that you accidentally found a mecha while walking over there. Yeah, I went to the street and just find it in the top military secret prototype. Yeah, it's on the street, you know, yeah, randomly on the street. I went to the government and, you know, found it there, yeah, it's like, accidentally. Yeah, she's so Sundra. Yeah, this is my partner. He's like a chaos guy, I want his death thing. See, natural scenes, definitely. I mean, the anime is so much different now. Can we compare it to that idol show, right? It's like, oh, here's an idol girl and someone wants to kill her or something, and now it's like, oh, look at these people. They have this, like, you know, here's my mecha, here's my monster, like, why are you keeping it hard? Yeah, this is how much different this arc is compared to the last arc. It's just, it's like a different anime. Yeah, it's like a different anime. Like 2 different animes, straight up, right? Yeah, and she's going to fight her with her mecha. Maybe she should close the cockpit though. Get him in there and, you know, close it. So, you know, yeah, it's gonna fight with her massive monster, right? Maybe the animation's gonna jump into the airplane scene again. Who knows? Get this side. Yeah, exactly. Get the side right. It's cramped, of course. Nice. Yeah, I gotta get some. Get some waifu. It's a single cheater, honey. Yeah, I gotta get my buttocks here. Yeah, don't you touch me, yeah. But I mean, kind of okay. Here we go. They're gonna fight. So, come on. Yeah, Ikkyo! Yeah, darling in the frost time. We're gonna have 2 pilots for 1 mecha. Come on. This is a different enemy now. I mean, this like again, like, this arc, it's like another anime since the last arc. It's so different. It's crazy how much they've changed this anime now. I don't know what the monster can do, but I guess you can stab it and it gets angry or something. I don't know. It must be the behemoth of the FF15, yeah. Or the FF remake, I mean, FF remake, of course. Of FF15, I guess, but FF remake more so, in the basement, but yeah. He stands still, I guess. I am piloting it somehow by like, I don't know, she's gonna, I guess he controls it by, it's like, yep, I'm doing this thing, it kinda works. Oh, she can throw her sword with like some amazing power or something? Wait, she has more than 1 sword? Wait, what? I don't know how this works though, she has like more than 1 sword and then she turned around. That's kind of silly because she was clearly riding like, in backwards and throwing swords, and then it was like she turned around off screen or something. Yeah, stop complaining about my mecha names. This is so weird, man. This anime is just... It's just like 2 pretty different animes. Oh, it's so strange. Yeah, you have this like mecha race fighting thing. It really is a different anime. I have to say the fight was definitely not as well animated, of course, as the airplane fight. Yeah, I mean, it was weird. She turned around, threw the sword, and then she magically had a turn around again. Like, they didn't make any sense. Like it missed a frame in between. That was a weird scene. That could have been better. So, I hoped for a better animation, definitely. They clearly, you know, blew the budget for the first fight. Yeah, for episode 1, they was like, that's all the budget we have. And I said that in my review. I was like, maybe it's gonna be way worse now because they blew the budget here. And like, it seems honestly what happened. Yeah, they kinda blew the budget there. Okay, yeah, she's like, good and evil, I don't care. I'm just like, what's hell's goal then? It's destruction? She's like, I'm not evil, I'm not good, I just destroy stuff. Oh yeah, set his face or something. I don't know how she has so many swords. I don't understand how this works. She has like, yeah, and she has a new sword. That doesn't make sense. I don't know. She can throw many swords, and like, is she creating swords? Is that her like magical power? That is not really explained at all. Yeah, she kind of keeps throwing swords at her. Like, but from where? She just puts them up her buttocks. Yeah, she's like, yeah, I don't know. She's like magical sword creation. It's like Ersa in, you know. Yeah, it's a little strange. Big Ben, I guess, you see there. Oh, yeah, it's going King Kong on Big Ben, why not? I guess it has a kind of Mysma. The beast can create some kind of Mysma attack. Oh man, this is where she dies because she's gonna like, I guess, sacrifice herself. Self-sacrification, right, to stop it Mysma. Yeah, I guess so. She's gonna like dive into it too, of course. Only way to stop it is to die here. With a massive mecha. I mean, I know she's gonna die though, so it's less tragic because that's like what the anime is called. So it's less like, you know, a surprise scene, right? It's definitely less surprising, of course, because we know she's gonna die. But that's probably how she died then. She rammed into the monster to save the city of London, I guess. So to speak, right? Big band there and so on, obviously. And then she dies. Or not. Well, maybe she's injured though. I mean, okay, but I mean, she might die from the injury, I mean. Doesn't look like it. Okay, yeah, okay, now I'm just confused because obviously I thought she's gonna die there, but now she stands there like, hey, come on, I'm fine, I just hurt my arm. Yeah, okay, so she's like, think I'm gonna die from that or something? Maybe she gets stabbed now in the back of the door. No, he just hugs her, so... Nope, she just gets hugged by her boyfriend. Yeah. I feel like Hell's gonna come and stab her in the back now in a moment, honestly, right? I feel Hell's gonna be like, because how's she gonna die, right? It is a weird anime because you expect her to die at any moment here. Like, it isn't like a normal... You know, her death flag is, you know, the max because she's gonna die, right? Else the anime doesn't make any sense. It is kinda weird in that in that way, right? Because normally you're like, oh, this character probably died because it's like a obvious death flag thing, but now it's like she has to die because otherwise the anime is illogical, you know. So it's like, unless it's like some kind of ruse that she isn't dead. I mean, they have supernatural stuff, but then wouldn't he know that? Oh, I don't know. This is, I guess Hell is gonna come here and stab her in the back again. You know, it's like, because Hell is disappeared. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I got smiled, man. Her death flag has been a big deal. I can't live without you. Yeah, death flag keeps being like, I can't live without you. Okay, bam. Yeah, it's like, okay. Now she dies. See, I told you guys, backstab in the back. But he got stabbed? What? Okay, but you know, she's a sword thrower. So now Hell is gonna kill her, right? I just waiting for the whole moment the Hell's gonna stab her, right? Yeah, like, she has to die. She has to die. And Hell can throw swords that like destroy mechas, so. Yeah, so I mean, you know, as I just said, like, what happened to Hell, right? Of course she can still throw her swords. Yeah, I'm gonna win. Exactly, my gospel here and my father, Loki or something, I guess, Shinde. Yeah, she has this magical sword ability. She's eaten the sword fruit or something. But she stabs her in the heart. That's gonna be interesting because then how does the heart work for transportation? But yeah, there we go. That's off screen, I guess. Yeah, I mean, come on. And here Siesta dies. Oh no, Hell dies? What? What? Okay, now I'm introduced, but how did that happen? Siesta turned it around, she was like, Uno reverse card, what? Oh yeah, she got the mirror, it's like, haha, Uno reverse, what? She's like, Uno reverse card, that's like the death flag, what? Nande, what? Uno reverse card, how does she die then? Yeah, she really Uno reverse card her. But I mean, I'm shocked now because when she's supposed to be dead, right? But I guess he dies someone else some other day then. But this is like, what? She's simply reversed the attack. That's some powerful mirror. That was like seriously like a Yu-Gi-Oh card, man. That was some serious Yu-Gi-Oh strategy. Like, oh, I have like my trap ready for attack here. Okay, maybe now she dies from a chameleon guy. Or that guy can make people hide. That's kind of silly though, because yeah, that shouldn't have worked. She shot when she was sitting. She was like, but I mean, she shot it immediately. That really shouldn't have worked. Obviously, if you just turn invincible, but someone shoots you sitting, you still die. She could have dodged a bullet by just not being seen anymore. Becoming, you know, invisible doesn't mean that you know, like you're still not immune to bullets. So that didn't make any sense because it didn't move when she was. She was like, and the bullet just. But yeah, so she's still fine. So this is not the backstory how she dies because she was like Uno reverse card her death. Like what? But still, this is why the anime. If they just remove that name, right, and remove the other arc and just have Siesta being badass with her magic stuff, this would be a much better anime. Siesta is like, ha, reverse card, right, and then the next arc, you know. Yeah, she only hurt her leg. So, no. She didn't die here. She just owned her with Uno reverse card. Straight up felt like a Yu-Gi-Oh, you know, like a very Yu-Gi episode. Like, yeah, he's like, oh, you activated my trap card. Mirror! Mirror force! It returns back to your face! Like Magic Cylinder Yu-Gi-Oh. Magic Cylinder Yu-Gi-Oh is just like, you take the damage, right, and you revert it back. Hit me for 1000 damage, you attack the damage. That was straight up a Magic Cylinder, yeah. It's like, I take your attack on my face instead of your face. So that was straight up Magic Cylinder defense. Which Yu-Gi uses in the Battle City arc and so on. Yeah. I used to have that in my own deck. defense Burnick. It's a very good card, of course, very early game. If they do some kind of weird all-in tech in the beginning. But yeah, I remember once, since I was here, I was playing a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament, and I faced a guy, and he was doing this like cyber overnetic dragon something, turn 1, right? And then I placed Magic Cylinder because all your cards doing that thing, and he attacked me for infinite damage, and I was like, Magic Cylinder, infinite damage back. So he lost it immediately, turn 2 for his turn. I was like, man, infinite damage to your face. He was like, damn it. Well, I knew, yeah, infinite damage to you first. Oh man, it was one of my best Yu-Gi-Oh moments in my life. And they were all like, oh shit, he did a cybernetic fusion thing from his deck. All his meta dragons were thrown away. Anyway, but it happens now then. Is he gonna die now? She's injured. The apple here is gonna lead him to maybe the blonde girl. Well, a girl! I was half right. I was like, I was like, a girl, right? I know the waifu. A pink-haired girl said that is lying in a box. He's like, yeah, sure, I'm in the city and I just find like a little cute waifu in the box here. I guess he's used to this thing because his life is so crappy. He's like, oh, it's my everyday, man. Every Sunday. I'm like, what? That anime is strange. He finds a girl in a box and he's like, Soccer! I was abandoned or something. I'm being assaulted by you. It's like, what? Huh? What is this anime? It's so weird. This anime is so weird. He's like, oh, there's a girl in a box here. I'm gonna help her or something. He probably was. Like you are. Exactly. You bird! Exactly. Hentai! Yeah. Yeah, you can never have my heart! It's like, I just found you on the street here. Yeah, you immediately accused me for being a hen. Yeah, okay. I'm already married. I'm already married to Siesta, basically. Yeah, leave me alone, box girl. See, this anime, this episode is so weird too, right? Compared to, the last. Reverse carding, girl in a box. Like, this anime is just so weird. The middle arc with the idol girl, it made no sense compared to this episode. I'm hungry. It's like, okay. But I guess this plot is going. This guy is so used to weird stuff that he just picks up random girls in a box. He's like, well, this is my life. It happens to me every year, I find some new slave or something. It's just, shit happens. He ate all my apples. Yeah, he finds like a little girl he can feed apples to. Yeah, where am I now? But she's also in a box, man. Like, someone had to take her to that place, right? I don't know. Man, this anime is so weird. This anime is so weird. Seriously. It's like... Oh, she's 17? He's like, no. He's like, I don't believe you. He's like, you're too flat for that. Look at my old boys! Yeah, you're too flat for that. Yeah, look at my old boys. He's like, well, you're too flat, so you're clearly not 17. Maybe she's a chibi, man. What an insult. Yeah, like, you're clearly not 17. Look at your old boys. Like... But now he's like, the oppas. I'm like, I can tell a woman's age by her oppas. He's like, you have 12-year-old oppas, yeah. Or something. Her eyes are the same as Siesta, though. No, Siesta, but the other girl. Sorry, yeah, the silver eyes. Yeah, so now she's in a wheelchair. Is when she dies then? Maybe this girl will kill her. Maybe Box Girl is an assassin. Yeah, but she ate all the apples though, so what a failure. I'm sorry. I picked up some box girl that ate all the apples, and she's 17. She's gonna be, I love you. You're so good to me. Bring me apples. I guess he's like, oh, this is kind of cute though. He's like, yeah, exactly. Where are my apples, honey? And it's like, yeah, I love you too. Actually, like box girl. I picked up weird box girl, and she's also in the bath. She's in the towel now or something because box girls are weird. She's like, oh, I guess that's your life. He's like, oh, she's like, oh, every week. You're a menace, yeah. he's like, oh, here we go again. Every goddamn episode. He's like, You could get apple pie, yeah. It's great with apple pies. Come on, I want that naked apron attack. Next time, buy more apples. Yeah, lesson learned, man. You gotta buy like 50 apples. She's like, it's apple pie. Apple pie is pretty good, even though there's no apple pie, though. Yeah, it's like, yeah, even though there's no apple in it, it's pretty good. Yeah, it's exactly what we do, right? We pick up box girls and do shit or something. Oh man, that is so weird. Again, I don't understand that middle order for the other thing. That is completely not an anime. I'm 17. And she's like, okay, 17, yeah. Yeah, look at your oppas though. He's like, I'm an oppa expert. It's 12 at most. Look at the oppas. She's 12, right? Yeah, I look at their muscles. Yeah, I look at their bone structure. That's how I look at it. Yeah, sure. We all know it's the booby structure. We all know it's the structure of the oppa size. Now, just to pay apples. Well, she owes some apples though. Yeah, you need to pay some apples. You owe me like a dozen apples, woman. You better pay me, a lifetime of apples, or else, you're not gonna. Well, so you have to help, right? Wait, she's gonna be her job. Okay, she's injured, I guess, so she takes up for the job. There's another girl that takes up her space. I mean, she goes with eyes, she got the same eyes, so. Yeah, I'm injured, so you gotta take my job, right? Uno reverse card there! She didn't die, it was Uno reverse carding it. That's funny, man. Holy shit, man. I just like, again, if it was actually episode 3, as I said earlier, this anime would be so much popular. I mean, yeah, it's strange, but I mean, it would be so much more popular. Again, right, episode 2, 3, and 4 was really weak. Yeah, like, this was episode... If this was episode 3, people would be love this anime, I think. Because this is weird, it's more waifus, it's just a strange anime, right? Here comes, of course, the other waifu, the cop waifu. Yeah, she also kind of pops up, I guess. Yeah. I had some business to attend to, sure, yeah, okay. Since we were kidnapping children, yeah, kidnapping babies now? We kidnap her, she can kidnap herself or something. Yeah, it wasn't the werewolf though. Well, I guess it's probably the same person then, because they're like, it's about that black crystal thing probably. No, but of course, why would he actually be Jack the Ripper? Yeah, that makes more sense, of course, that it would be hell that keeps... I mean, it's more like one person that takes your heart, right? The whole taking the heart and turning it into a crystal thing. Final Fantasy style, yeah, it's more like that, so... I'm not really questioning that they have more than one. Here we go. That's clearly the idol girl. But yeah, I'm just like, holy shit, this anime is so different, right? This episode, yeah, again, that arc was not the worst in my life, but I mean, it wasn't as good, and this is just so much better. I think it's sad, right? Because this anime, I think would be so much. I keep saying it, but I just think that this anime would be. Like this anime would be so much more popular, right? If, of course, this was the beginning. But as I said, I mean, I wasn't a big fan of that arc either. I think it was a decent arc, right? But I wasn't a big fan of it. But now it's like, just, Uno reverse card, yeah, now it's like amazing. Now it's hilarious. And then you pick up a red box girl. She's all like, what? What happened here? You stabbed me? How do you stab me? She's like, Uno reverse card, bitch! Like, what is happening? She's like, what? Yeah, I really was like, what the F is happening? I mean, I genuinely was like, what? Of course, she was gonna die. Of course, I thought she was gonna die. This is almost better when she has the mirror. I mean, of course, I thought she was gonna die, Siesta. I mean, she's like, haha, Uno reverse card! She was gonna kill her, and she's like, nope, I got the counter! You activated my trap card! It's just like, it's beautiful, yeah, it's just beautiful. It's like, that scene was just like, oh, okay, she countered her by reversing the sword attack. I mean, it's beautiful, it is beautiful. It's so weird, it is beautiful. what more can I say, right? But honestly, it's really like, wow, this episode again is much better, right, than the previous three those episodes. So that was really funny when she, of course, Uno reversed her, and then it's very this weird anime. The anime is so weird. Suddenly, a girl in a box. She's sleeping in a box on the street, and he's like, oh, I guess this is my everyday life. Oh, I'm gonna pick up a girl in the box, and he just picks her up like, well, that's how my life is. So let's go, let's go. Oh my god, this anime is so weird. Oh my god, it's funny, it's weird, it's strange. They have mechas and werewolves and girl in the boxes and weird waifu jokes and again the dynamic between Siesta and the main cat is so much better than the other girl. Yeah, it's so much more interesting. It's so different. Oh my god. But anyway, now of course we're gonna watch Maid, which is a really good anime. One of my favorite animes. So yeah, Death God, Shinigami Death God, and his Black Maid. I think one of the best anime. Subscribe for that. It's episode 1. Take a short break and then watch Shinigami Death God. I think it's one of the best animes, right? Honestly, easily. Every episode is amazing. Both comedy, comedy, emotions, and so on. Very, very good anime. Can't praise it more than that. Yeah, it's just like I think it's my topic probably. Of the new animes, I think it's definitely one of the best animes. So anyway, so give it shortly. Otherwise, have a great day. Of course, tomorrow we're doing Fu and Uramus Onishan tomorrow, of course.